Good Thursday morning is your Loudoun County weather outlook. Starting off pretty chilly this morning, but the winds have definitely died off, so we got into the teens. And there's been some snow showers already around today. Expect some on and off chances of snow showers. Probably in 2 spurts here this morning, and then again maybe later this afternoon. So no big deal, really. Nothing much accumulating. Although this evening, if we do happen to get a heavier snow shower, there's a special weather statement out saying that, it may impact some visibility, some potentially slight slick spots, especially on untreated back roads or elevated areas. So just something to note. If you do get a heavier snow shower this afternoon, especially during rush hour, that could be a pain. I think the biggest issue or risk will be in the higher elevations of Loudoun and the back roads with all the shaded spots and stuff like that. That could be a bigger issue. Or the ones that are less traveled and you happen to get on it if there is some covering. We don't know where those things are going to set up, but it does look like we'll see some snow today on and off. Kind of a cool winter if you love snow. We've had a lot of days where we've experienced at least something falling, a little bit of snow falling, many days. I know a lot of people are kind of done with winter by this point, but we're probably at the coldest point of the winter. We'll experience that next week, and then really start to dig out as we go into February, where things start to swing back and forth a little more with warmth and cool at times. All right, so here we go. So here we go today. I mean, you saw that quick little one little frame here where it shows some snow kind of making it over the mountains. That is today. It's going to come on through. That's just going to reinforce cold air a little bit for today, but then tomorrow we immediately start warming back up. Winds turn southerly on Saturday. Here's the moisture, and I don't think it's going to be that impressive. It does come through on Saturday. We could have rain, snow shower in the morning, and then kind of things paying off. And then there is a low that looks like it's going to try to develop here along the coast and then right up the coast. Where it rides, how far inland, how strong it gets will depend on how much snow we get. I think we'll definitely see some snow. I just don't know how much. I'm not going to think it's that much. Somewhere between maybe our area and areas down along the coast, even to the coast here on the east of us, could be the jackpots for that weather. So don't expect it to be necessarily over top of us. And this reinforces the colds for us as we go into Monday. This is the strong winds and quickly dropping cold temperatures. Look at these isotherms. This is where the temperatures are lining up for really cold values. Just going to be frigidly cold through the middle part of next week. And then as we head through the week, we got to watch disturbance that happens along the Gulf. And there are a couple of them that are happening. The GFS is having a very hard time with this, as well as the European, as to when it kicks out, what it kicks out, how much precipitation it kicks out, and the actual direction of this. At this point, now on the GFS for later next week, we now have a nice nor'easter coming up with very heavy snow right there. Boom, massive snowstorm. But this is next Friday, so we're like a week away and a little bit. Is this going to come true? They will change by noon, I bet. The next model run. The potential's there. I'm just going to say that. The potential's there for a big East Coast snowstorm next week. When, how, what it does. It's been so different on every model run that has happened. This does show in the very long term that we actually warm up a little bit before maybe we cool down a little bit. It does look like by the beginning or the end of this month, maybe we could see a relaxation of the super cold. We'll have to see if that comes about, and that has to do with the overall pattern breaking down. And so we'll see, but that keeps getting kicked down the road a little bit, so we'll see if that holds true. All right, so the long story short here is today, snow showers around, highs, low 30s. Tomorrow, highs around 40 with nothing, going on. Saturday, maybe some snow shower, rain showers. It was looking a lot more widespread at one point. Doesn't look like that much. Then a follow-up system could come through Sunday, Monday. It could bring us a bit of accumulating snow. I don't know how much, but I would definitely see some snow for sure, I think, now on Sunday. The question is just how much and where. Next week, from about Tuesday through now Friday, is a window of opportunity for a low-pressure system to come out of the Gulf. When, how, where, what, exactly is going to be hard to tell. It's definitely changed its look a lot in the last 24 hours on the models. No surprise at all. And we'll have to see if the European model also picks up on this. So that's what I wanted to share. I really quick going to do the close-up with a short-term kind of snow here. Hold on. This is the latest model run, but realize it takes several hours for it to run. So this is showing about 2 a.m. this morning. 5, 6, 7, 8. So we did have some snow showers already move through even before 10 a.m. But here they're saying that these snow stars are going to start lining up around 11 or noon and head through about noontime. We'll have to see if this comes true. I'll be watching radar. Could be slightly heavy for a brief period of time. Then it kicks out, and then we have one more little batch later today. And this has been showing up like toward the evening. This is the one that they're worried because it's about sunset. That maybe will actually accumulate a little bit just because of the time of day. And if that does happen, of course, it could cause some slick spots. All right, we warm up tomorrow, as I mentioned, and then this will go out to Saturday, maybe start to show a few showers going in here. Wouldn't be surprised if some sleet starts off those, but it's going to change over to rain if we do get them. Nothing heavy. I mean, at one point, this looked like a lot more substantial rain. We do get a drop monitor look. Actually, I'll look at it here on this video just to show you how much we need. All right, so how much snow did this output? You saw all that stuff. Well, like I said, even though it's coming through, and it looks a little bit impressive, we're only talking a trace amount here. There's not that much happening, maybe 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch. So this is just a trace amount of snow. It just looks kind of likely or possible here for today and this evening. I would mainly suspect this on grass and things, although the ground's pretty cold, so it may stick in other places. There's a lot of salt out there too, so it probably help on the roads, and it's not super cold. Okay, so now we're going to look at the cold temperatures for next week because it's going to get very, very cold. This shows us Monday morning at 1 a.m. We're in the 20s. This may be when some snow is falling, but you see the temperatures here. 7 a.m. on Monday, the 7th. I mean, we're in the teens, so it's very, very cold on Monday morning, but about as cold as it's been this week, so nothing big deal there, right? Now we're moving forward. What this is showing is a 24-hour coldest temperature that's happened during that 24 hours. So here we go. We're getting much colder. Here we're getting down to 9 or so, and this is at 7 p.m. on Monday. So this means that the air temperatures at this point have gotten that cold because they weren't cold before then. Now look overnight. So here we are at 1 a.m. on Tuesday, and we're talking 3, 2, 1, 0 degrees, very close. And then by Tuesday morning, here it's showing about 3 below 0. Will it get this cold? It's hard to say. But it does have potential. So this is Tuesday morning, especially if you have snow on the ground. Wow, it's going to help just radiate that any heat we potentially could have. So this is Tuesday morning, and wow, does it look cold on Tuesday morning with 3 below 0. But, we go forward a little bit. Sorry, this is Tuesday morning. Go a little bit further forward, and maybe, although you don't see it here, the colder areas can even be colder on Wednesday morning. We didn't get to 7 a.m. yet. So just expected to get very cold, possibly below 0. So again, this -3 that is showing up would be Tuesday morning. I think -3 is also possible on Wednesday morning. Now, due to wind and some other things and factors, it may not get quite this cold, but it's going to be close to 0 no matter what. And let's see what the winds look like. So you're getting 15 to 20 mile per hour wind gusts overnight on Tuesday night into Tuesday morning. That is just going to be... I don't want to go outside on Tuesday. That's all I got to say. I'm worried about your pets and things like that. Here's the apparent wind chill. I think you can see that. So here we go. We're going to push it out to Tuesday time frame here. So this is, you look at the timestamp up here. 7 p.m. on Monday. Already we're below 0 with wind chills. So I suspect we'll have wind chill advisories up. Or they don't no longer call them wind chill advisories. It's called cold weather advisory. And no doubt it's going to be super cold. Here we get -10 degrees, it feels like, by 10 p.m., 1 a.m., we're at -12, -15, so -15 wind chills. And there we are, as I mentioned, about Tuesday morning when it hits the coldest spot. Yeah, about -10 to 15 degrees. So, dude, it's going to get cold, and you need to be prepared. It may not be quite this cold. Models tend to a little bit overdo it, especially the European, but I think the GFS underdoes it. So, all right, I went into a lot of details here on this very long outlook, but I also wanted to highlight the different things that we're going to be experiencing over the next week and a couple of days. Again, I'd like to summarize. Snow showers today, warmer tomorrow. Saturday, a few light rain, maybe mixed with sleet, snow, and snow, possibly at showers. Then Sunday into Monday, maybe some snow. How much? I'm not sure. I'd say maybe it's probably becoming more likely. How much? Just don't know. Much colder, as that is the Arctic front coming through. Cold, windy weather sets in by Monday. By Monday evening, temperatures will get down into the teens. Wind chills will start dropping below 0. By Tuesday morning, temperatures may go below 0. as well as wind chills being about 10 to 15 degrees below zero. Expect some cold weather advisories by that point. And then Tuesday also cold. We'll watch for the Tuesday, some point through Friday time period for maybe a low pressure system on the Gulf Coast. It could bring a lot of wintry weather. Hey, this is all the long outlook for Thursday. Have an awesome day. I did want to check the drought monitor. I just will do it since I've already been this long. May as well do it. So here we are. This got released today. This was valid for the rain and precipitation that happened through Tuesday. Again, we haven't had much precipitation. We've had some snow, whatever, but it's just not much. You can see we're in a moderate drought. The severe drought's not too far away. And a lot of places are now abnormally dry versus drought. Hopefully this gets up a little bit next week with some snow. But I really just don't like the pattern for major wetness. It does look like we're going to go through a transition towards the end of the month, beginning of February. Transition periods always bring the door open for potential wintry weather, as well as more precipitation in general. So I wouldn't be surprised if we start off February a little warmer than we have been, and maybe even some mixes into rain. All right, that was it. I'm done, for real. Have a good one.